Page 364, number 6. Here's the second way. One person divided these into two rectangles. The right-hand rectangle would be A times B for length times width, and the left-hand rectangle would be D times this side. Well, we know that it can't be equal to C because C is the entire length of the bottom of the rectangle. So it must be C and then subtracting this A part. So this is C minus A. So the expression we get would be D times C minus A plus AB. This then became the question, is this equivalent to, or how can we show that it is equivalent to the first expression, which was DC, the whole rectangle, minus the subtraction of the this little rectangle out here. And if you recall, that was D minus B times A. So to show that the left side and the right side is equal, somebody suggested putting in numbers or number values for A, B, C, and D, and that is a fine way to do it. You've got to be careful of numbers like 0 or 1 because they have some special properties or unique properties. Or you could do a little algebra. You could distribute. So this would be DC minus DA plus AB. And we're asking ourselves, is it equal to or equivalent to DC minus, right here, I'm going to actually distribute the A first before I do subtraction. Because remember, multiplication comes before subtraction. So this would be DA minus BA. Now, I want to subtract everything in the parentheses. I'm looking on the right-hand side. So I have DC minus DA. And if I subtract, and this is already subtraction, that becomes addition plus BA. And we're asking ourselves, is it equivalent to the right-hand side? Notice I have AB on both sides. I'm subtracting DA and DC. So yes, they are equivalent. There were other ways we could look at this as well, and I'm going to try to change, see if I can change a color and it won't get too messy. We'll see. Alright, so another way, just right here in red, was to divide it up this way, so you would have this top rectangle and then this bottom rectangle, and you would just have to think about the appropriate lengths of those. So the bottom rectangle would be BC, sorry to write on top of this, and the top rectangle would be C minus A. We already know that from here, C minus A, but we might not know this length. But we know that the whole length is D, and the right-hand side we found out it was B, so this is D minus B. So another one would be BC plus C minus A times D minus B. And then we could ask ourselves again, are these equivalent, and go through a similar process. All right, I hope this was helpful.